Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from the Overflow room. And we're up to Respighi number 3, right? Number 3 in our Respighi videos? Yes, Respighi number 3. Wow. And we're going to be talking about his operas a little bit. He wrote a bunch of them. A whole passel of, he's an Italian composer. Of course he wrote operas. Nobody cared. Respighi was known as a composer of glitzy orchestral showstoppers and fabulous neoclassical bonbons, all fabulously orchestrated for either huge or deliciously selective chamber forces. But as an opera composer, nah, nobody cared. And one of the reasons is that his operas were mostly written during his Gregorian period. This was his wife's fault, Elsa. Elsa was a scholar of early music and early liturgical music, and she got Respighi into all of this early modal stuff, and his style changed accordingly. And so people who played his operas and wanted to hear, the Pines of Rome with voices were sorely disappointed because his style became far more austere and limited in its orchestral means, and it just didn't sound like the early guy that we knew and loved, and that was a problem. So here they are, but some of them are beautiful, they really are. And Hungariton, the Hungarian national label at the time, did a whole series of Respighi operas. God only knows why, I don't know. But here is Maria Egiziaca, Mary of Egypt, a triptych for concert in 3 episodes, 70 minutes long. It's not a staged opera. It's a thing with Veronica Kinches, the soprano, who's rather well known. These are all Hungarian forces, except the conductor, who's Lamberto Gardelli. That's the guy. So that's fun. I mean, has vaguely religious overtones. And then we have Belfagor, he of the Belfagor Overture. The Belfagor Overture is an independent tone poem / overture, which I don't think had anything to do with the actual opera. In fact, I'm curious to see if it starts. This is a charming little comedy. This has Sylvia Schacht, actually, is in this one. This was the first in their series. And let's see, what have we got here? Does it tell us? Yes, there we go. Prologue. Yeah, the Belfagor Overture is a different piece, and it's not in here. Belfagor is a devil, and it's like a comic, strange thing. I mean, do you really want to know the plot, origins, the music? There's the music. And yes, here we go. A village on the Tuscan coast, the time when devils without horns still existed. Get it? It's a joke. Let's see. Baldo the sailor has an appointment with Candida, his sweetheart. The next day he has to set sail, and the lovers take leave in the darkness. Oh yeah, it's one of those things. It's, people want to get together, and they're not having much success, and in the end they manage to, let's see, epilogue. The scene is the same as the prologue. Night comes, Candida and Baldo appear to be married. Candida can only dispel Baldo's gloom by telling him of the miracle of the bell, and there's a miracle of the bell, and the devils become increasingly heated, and they wait happily, and I have no idea what happens in this thing. Why am I even trying? I don't know. It's pretty. It's a nice opera. I enjoyed it. Let's put it that way. It's worth hearing once in a while. It really is. Let me see if I can get the libretto back in the box. This is... I did it. It worked. Oh, wow. I'm amazed. So, yeah, this is also with Gardelli, and like I said, Sylvia Schacht, or Schacht, or however you pronounce it in Hungarian. I don't really care. And then we have La Fiamma. Yes, this is cool. This is really cool, with Ilona Tokodi and Clara Takac and Shandor Solimonagi and Peter Kellen and all these famous Hungarian singers. This is with Gardelli again, Hungarian radio and TV course. This may be the best of. This is one of those Byzantium sort of creepy, cool, mystical, one of those. We have millions. And then we have Semirama, Semirami Day. We know that story, don't we? From Rossini's Semirami Day and everyone else's before that. I mean, was a Baroque topic. I mean, everybody did a Semirama Day. This is with Eva Marton and Veronica Kinches and then Lajos Miller and Laszlo Polgar and some really, really good singers with Hungarian forces and Gardelli again. So there you go. I mean, Rossini Semirama Day. Does anyone care? Well, they should, damn it. It's interesting stuff. Then we have La Primavera. This is with Adriano. Lyric poem for soli, chorus, and orchestra. When was the last time anyone heard this? This is the Spring Symphony Goes to Italy. It's rather cool and beautiful and lovely. And then we have 4 lyrical lyrics for on popular Armenian poetry. Arranged for chamber group by Adriano. Thank you, Adriano. A lovely disc on Marco Polo. Can you believe these things? It's just lots of weird Respighi. Okay, we have these ballet things, I think, right? No, this is a musical fairy tale in 3 acts. Sleeping Beauty. Well, we certainly know the story. It's only 76 minutes long, which is pretty good. And this is, again, Adriano with the Slovak Radio Symphony and friends on Marco Polo, part of their weird Respighi series. All this stuff has been recorded now. And although, most people don't pay much attention to it, it's lovely that it's here because now it's available. And maybe someday someone will hear it and want to actually perform it in real life. So we've got Respighi ballets, 3 of them. There are 3 of these suckers. There's L'Astuzia di Colombina, Columbine's Clever Tricks. It's like Till Eulenspiegel's Merry Pranks, right? It's Colombina's Merry Pranks. Then we've got Sèvres of Ancient France, which is just three little dances things. And then finally the Magic Pot, Le Pentola Magica, which is wonderful. It's beautiful work. Sort of a much more extended ballet thing. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 20, about half an hour, 25 minutes. And this is with the Czechoslovak Radio Symphony of Bratislava under Adriano. So that's fun. And last but not least, I just have this thing sitting around so we can look at something normal. This is Chopin's Piano Concerto No. 2 and the Fantasy in F minor along with Respighi's Pines of Rome. Don't ask me why. Oh, I know why. Shura Cherkasky and Rudolf Kempe. That's why. Oh, yeah, on Profil. This is with the Royal Philharmonic. Yay! Kempe did one of the great Pines of Rome with the Royal Philharmonic, so that's really cool that this is here. So, yeah, that's really great. Okay, there you go. Basically, a huge pile of weird Respighi, all for your consideration if you can find some of it or if you're curious. It's important to know that this stuff was released, that it existed. That's what really matters, I think. Because, in the day when all this stuff was getting recorded, those days are gone now. And we don't know what's going to turn up, but I'm so glad this stuff was done when they did it, because now it's documented for all eternity. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me, and take care.